Today is the 27th of April, 2021. No excuse for this. Been talking about it and talking about it. Talking about it. Talking about it. There's no excuse. You don't find this in parts of the west side. You don't find this in Bracknell. You don't find this in the property that Cleveland Clinic owns and these so-called hospitals. This is ridiculous. There's no excuse for this. I won't even go into other cities like Parma and Westlake and Bainbridge and Brook Park, because you're not going to see this. I'm going to just keep it in Cleveland. University Circle, they're not going to tolerate this. And there's no excuse for it. And it's not acceptable. I'm waiting to see who's going to get with me and help me get this stuff cleaned up. Because these people should not have to live in this type of environment. And neither should it be allowed for people to come by here and dump garbage in this community. They see the people as garbage when they do this. Tear off trash cans. We have a place over there where mentally ill people are supposed to be getting care. All they do is dope them up and give them a pack of cigarettes. They don't do anything to find out what caused their mental illness. It's not acceptable. I don't care what anybody tells me. And Kevin Kelly, since you've been dodging my phone calls, why does this look like this? As well as the rest of you mayoral candidates. Cleveland, these people deserve more and better. If your city is going through the same thing, because I know Harville is in Indianapolis, Indiana. I know parts of other cities and states are going through the same thing. Look at this garbage. That is ridiculous. It's not allowed anywhere else. For people who care. Clean it up for election day. Look at that. That is ridiculous.
In the house, not be outside all through the winter.
Right,
It destroyed them.
There's no care for our shelters, just disrespect everything about us. And then want to call us a mistake in the lake when they come through here for a vote. I'm Reverend Pamela M. Pinckney Butts, and I'm a congressional candidate in this 2021 election. I'm tired of people trashing our land and dumping garbage in what they consider to be a non-white community. And then they'll clean it up, lock all the people up that are not white so they can have a place to live. So, supremacists. And that new group, which is not really an old new group, the black people who hate black people participating in it while they changing money at the expense of the lives of the communities. I didn't just start this. I've been doing this all my life. Caring about people, our possessions, our property, in our communities. I'm not just a preacher by calling. I'm a preacher from birth. Jesus went around healing and meeting the needs of the people. Some see Jesus in a female perspective. For the women who have shed blood, perspiration, and tears. And some see Jesus as a male person. For the men who have shed blood, sweat, and tears. I don't have any money, baby. What you trying to do? Huh?
Give us a cigarette.
I don't smoke, baby. I can give you Jesus. That's all I can give you. I don't smoke.
Maybe $1.
I wouldn't give you that no way for some cigarettes. Look at that beam still sitting up there. I can help you get off that addiction, but I can't give you, I'm not gonna feed into it. They call us the health community. I ain't no telling what that doggone Jane Platt was doing over there in Metro, messing with folks' files. That shit messed up the election process. She and Jane Campbell both. I'm gonna call names. If I had a ladder, I'd go up there and try to get that thing down myself. Oh well. For Christ I live, and you know the rest. That beams to, and no, it's nobody's responsibility. But when it falls on the right person's child or the right person, it's gonna be everybody's responsibility. This is not allowed in other communities. So why is it allowed over here? Folks want something bad to happen on Mayor Jackson's watch, because he's been doing so much good to address racial barriers and promoting the rights of women. Welcoming our voices and our choices. That's ridiculous. Look at those things hanging out there at the top of that. But it's nobody's responsibility. So they say. In a school district. Harvey Rice School District. Harvey Rice branch of the Cleveland Public Library, but it's nobody's responsibility. One of these children come by and mess with those touching wires, there's no telling. But that's nobody's responsibility. Because to some folks, these people's lives don't matter. Oh, and it is on the bus line. Hey, did they ever talk to you about that? Did they ever talk to you about that thing right there?
Huh?
Did they ever talk to you about that thing right there?
They who?
RTA. See that beam right there? If somebody gets off that bus or trying to get to that bus stop, that thing will fall on somebody's head. Go back around and look at it. It's got wood.
I gotta get a bus person to do that. I don't deal with bus.
Get them to do it. It's got like points, sharp wood pieces hanging out of it. See, ain't nobody's responsibility. He can't do it. He's not gonna do it. But when it happens, it's the bus person's responsibility. Look at this. It's like being in an amusement park. Only who's amused. People with manual wheelchairs don't have a chance. Alright, and started dumping garbage over here. Nobody's responsibility. Oh, there's that. The word says the hearts will wax cold if you love themselves more than love God. And it has already begun. Because nobody's anybody else's responsibility. Cain asked, am I my brother's keeper? I ask, are you your brother and sister, sons and daughters, mothers and fathers, nieces and nephews, sisters and brothers, keepers? Oh, yes, we are. And this is no excuse for this mess. Do things that look appealing to the eye, but there's hidden things. Smile, we're on candid camera. It's kind of like Washington, D.C. They got projects and ghettos all around it, but they got a big old capital where they make laws to just massively incarcerate and annihilate people. But I speak not as one who has no hope, because I operate in the temple of praise. I say it's a new day because this is everybody's responsibility.